I suppose I can't convince you to stay in your room, can I?
No.
Okay, Mrs. Caswell, you can come with me.
Oh, thank you.
But you will stick with me. Is that clear? You will do what I say when I say it.
Of course. Thank you.
Okay, let's go then. Cover your mouth and nose, Mrs. Caswell.
It smells awful here.
It's just mold. I'm sure they don't air it out much down here.
Hugo would certainly never...
The door downstairs.
Is something wrong?
Someone's already unlocked it. Stay with me, Mrs. Caswell.
Hugo? Hugo, are you there? I can't see anything.
There must be a switch here somewhere. But how are we supposed to find it in the dark?
Did you hear something?
Come on. I'll take you back upstairs. I'll come back here alone with a torch.
No, that's okay. I just... What was that? That sound. I know it. It's...
Mrs. Caswell, stick with me.
Ah!
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. It's just... that sound.
We need to go back to get some light. Give me your hand.
What was that?
That was the door we came in through.
What's happening?
Mrs. Caswell, don't be scared. The wind must have closed the door.
But that's Hugo. Hugo? Hugo, are you there?
Wait!
Hugo!
You don't know where you're...
Hugo!
Mrs. Caswell! Oh, now what? I can't do much in the dark. But what if something happens to her? Should I go back to get a torch, or look for Mrs. Caswell? Mrs. Caswell, stay where you are. I'll come back and bring a torch. Oh, you crazy woman. Wait till I come back. No. The door's stuck. Now what? Mrs. Caswell, are you okay? Should I go help her, or try open this door? I need to go upstairs to get a torch. Hold on! Okay, Alice. Just like in training. Ah! Oh, my shoulder. I still have my legs. Damn it! Come on, you! Finally. I need a torch or something. Quick, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time, sorry. Hello? I can barely see, even with the torch. What's going on here? This doesn't make any sense. God, this headache. Oh, this headache, I feel like my head is gonna explode. Mrs. Caswell, where are you?
I'm here. There's another room at the back.
I'm coming! Mrs. Caswell?
I'm here.
Mrs. Caswell! Can you please try to open the door?
I can't.
Damn it. Just wait, I'll get someone. Don't go anywhere. What's going on?
There's something in here. Help me.
Mrs. Caswell, what's in there? Mrs. Caswell! Hold on! Damn it! I have to open this door somehow. had a gun, I could shoot the lock. Damn it! But maybe I could find something to break down the door. Should I try open the lock or break down the door? I can't risk hurting her. I'll try deal with the lock. Damn it! Come on. Come on. Finally. Come to the hotel. Hand over the evidence. Save the child. Save yourself. There are just some things you can't control. Are you okay? What happened?
Somebody...
What's that in your hand?
It was hanging from the rope here.
Was that Hugo's?
It's his favorite toy. He's always running around the house with it and...
Mrs. Caswell, we should go.
Where is he?
I guess I should try to comfort her, but do I have the time for that? Come on, Mrs. Caswell, stop it.
What?
We don't have time for this now.
I'm sorry, I know.
If we want to find your son, we have to keep going.
But where? Where to?
There's one place I haven't been yet. The locked room upstairs.
Oh, yes, I see.
Let's go.
Just wait.
I need to get into that locked room upstairs. The Reverend has the keys. What else can I do?
It's raining cats and dogs outside. It won't do any good going out there now, Miss Wells.
Were you trying to stop Mr. McCarthy from leaving as well?
Of course I was. But he didn't let me talk him out of it. He said he had to go and did not wish to be disturbed, in the hotel's interest.
This is in the Caswell's interest.
That's nonsense. Hugo is just hiding somewhere. Mrs. Caswell, say something.
Be careful out there.
Oh, come on. You won't find the Reverend anyway. He's been gone for God knows how long.
This island's not that big.
Stop! Please don't go out there. The Reverend will certainly be back soon.
Why do you care about him so much?
I care about this hotel, dear. I want all of us to be happy and safe.
Then let me go out.
But...
You'll either let me go get the keys, or I'm breaking the door down.
But the storm...
Ethel, please. Take Mrs. Caswell to her room and look after her.
As you wish, darling. Let's go, Mrs. Caswell.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, I'm outside. Where could Mr. McCarthy possibly go? Am I supposed to search this whole island? Oh, I should hurry up. God, I can't see a thing. This rain is crazy. The road splits here. If I go to the left, I'll get further in the middle of the island. If I go right and down the hill, it leads to the pier where the ferry to the mainland leaves from. Should I go to the pier or further inland? I'm sure the Reverend wanted to escape. Where else would he go other than the pier? Oh my God! Will this storm ever end? I need to be careful. These rocks are slippery, and the pier doesn't look that stable either. One wrong step and... Mr. McCarthy! I can't see him anywhere. Not even a place where he could hide. Just a wooden pier. No shelter, no bench, nothing. He's definitely not here. Unless he's fallen off. Should I go closer to the water, even if it's dangerous? I can't risk him drowning here. Mr. McCarthy! Reverend! Reverend! Mr. McCarthy! Oh, this damn shoulder. I can't even... Oh, damn it. That was close. I nearly fell in the water. All right. I need to find the Reverend. Where am I? Wait. That's a church. Well, at least it used to be. It looks a little run down. That voice. It's the Reverend. So that's where he's been. But what is he doing here? And what's he saying? Should I go inside, or wait to see what happens? It won't hurt if I just wait here for a bit. What is the Reverend saying? I need to get closer. What is the Reverend doing in there? He's just sitting, shivering. What is he sitting on? Oh, it's a suitcase. What is he talking about? And the way he's talking. I've heard enough. I'm going in. Mr. McCarthy!
Oh, it's... hey, what are you doing here?
I'm wondering that myself. It's the middle of the night. Awful weather. What kind of man would leave the hotel right now?
No madman, maybe just a fool. You may laugh at me, but I always walk around in a storm. It brings me peace in a strange kind of way.
That's quite strange. It's almost hard to believe.
One can sometimes believe as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. Am I right, Alice?
If you think so. I heard what you were saying.
That? Oh, that was Shakespeare, my dear. I am a great admirer of his.
It's been a long time since I did literature at school, but I don't remember Shakespeare ever using words like shit.
Oh, what? Well, I don't recall saying shit. After all, it is quite noisy in here. Maybe, perhaps you've misunderstood. Anyway, tell me, what are you doing in here in such bad weather? Were you, looking for me?
Truthfully? Yes, I was.
Is that so? But, you did not have to do that. I was going to head back soon.
Were you? What are you sitting on, then?
Sitting?
I'm neither blind nor stupid, Mr. McCarthy. Why have you taken a suitcase for your nighttime stroll? Why did you want to leave?
I am scared.
Of what? Is there something you haven't told me?
What on earth?
Where's my son?
Mr. Caswell. What are you doing here?
You stay out of this.
It seems like we all needed a little air tonight, didn't we?
You'll be laughing on the other side of your face.
Mr. Caswell!
What are you
Where's
doing?
my son, you bastard?
What? I do not know.
Don't lie.
Mr. Caswell, calm down.
Hugo disappears, and the weirdest guy in the hotel just happens to sneak away. Where's my son?
That's enough.
You have no right to boss me around. You've promised to find Hugo, and nothing's happened. You've just been walking around, chatting, and slapping up the guests. So you'll either help me get him to talk,
Alice, please.
or get out of
Stop
my way.
him. Arrest him. You cannot just let him do
Shut
this.
Now what? Should I stand up for Mr. Caswell or the Reverend? Stop it!
Get out of my way!
Only if you calm down.
This is about my son!
Well, that doesn't give you any right to beat someone.
What can you know? So
Stop it now!
Oh, my head!
Pull yourself together, Mr. Caswell.
Oh, thank you, Alice. Thank you.
No, I'm not done with you yet. Just start talking. Enough is enough.
But... All right, then. I'm not Reverend Timothy McCarthy. Reverend McCarthy doesn't exist. My real name is Patrick Graham. I'm an actor. Well, I don't even know if I'm an actor anymore. I was pretty successful at the local theater, but when I tried doing movies, my greatest achievement was doing a movie as an extra this one time. A reverend hanging around in a park. I didn't have a single line. The movie was awful. But when I was walking down the street in that robe, people treated me differently. They were smiling at me, letting me go first in line. It was amazing. As if I was someone else, I started wearing the clothes more often. I was getting used to it. Suddenly, I didn't care people didn't want me in their movies. I created my own character. Reverend Timothy McCarthy from America. After some time, I thought I could make some money out of it. So I started going around haunted houses and hotels, where I was pretending to perform various rituals to cleanse those places. And that's how I got here.
And what have you done to my son?
Nothing, I swear.
Don't lie.
It's true. What would I do to him?
Patrick, was it?
Yes.
Tell us the whole truth.
This is the whole truth. Why would I do anything to a child? I'd only draw attention to myself.
I believe you.
Do you?
I do. What would he gain from kidnapping your son?
I don't know.
Mr. Graham, I need you to give me the key for room number 5.
What?
What bloody key?
I need to get into that locked room. It's important.
To hell with that room.
Calm down.
All I care about is Hugo.
And I'm trying to find him.
Are you? I feel like all you're trying to do is to look for some keys.
Because it's all connected.
How? How would Hugo get inside?
I don't know. But there's nowhere else he could be. I just know it. I can feel it. There's something wrong with that room.
If you think it's ghosts, trust me, I've never seen any. Neither here, nor anywhere else.
No, I don't mean ghosts. Room number 5. I was supposed to stay in there. Someone's brought me here and told me to go in that room. Then your son goes missing and so many things happen. All of this just can't be a coincidence.
What's going to happen now?
I need to get back to the hotel. I won't wait another minute.
And what's going to happen to me?
Well, I don't know. It's complicated.
How is that?
Mr. Graham here has committed fraud. And you,
Me?
Mr. Caswell, intimidation, assault.
Are you for real?
I can't just let you run around like this.
I know. But Hugo's my son. Maybe I don't show it much, but he means the world to me. His mother and I married her for money. But Hugo...
Oh, Lord. What's going to happen to us?
I don't know yet. I'll deal with all of this once I find Hugo. Come on, let's get back to the hotel.
then.
All right.
Hello? Who is it?
Ethel! Ethel, are you here?
Darling, is that you?
Good evening.
Why is it so dark in here?
It's because of the storm. The lightning must have struck the power line. I was just about to get some candles and a torch. Wait, are there more of you? Where are you?
By the door! There's 3 of us.
I'll be right over. Mr. Caswell, what are you doing here?
Well, you know...
You don't know?
What?
We met outside. He must have walked past you.
I don't remember anyone leaving.
She wasn't here when I left.
Maybe when I was taking poor Mrs. Caswell to her room.
How is she?
A bit better. I brought her something to calm her down.
Thank you.
But what were you doing outside, Mr. Caswell? And you, Reverend?
Be brave, Madam Washington.
But why?
Well,
Did something happen, dear?
should I tell her the truth about the Reverend? The Reverend,
Yes?
The Reverend just needed to go for a little walk to get some fresh air.
Really?
Really?
Of course. Isn't that so?
Oh, yes, it is. You know, I just wanted to pray for Mr. Caswell's son in private.
What?
That was very generous of him, wasn't it, Mr. Caswell?
Well, of course. Thank you very much, Reverend.
Darling, do you have any news about Hugo?
Not yet. I need to check the locked room upstairs. The Reverend has given me the key.
If it is for the sake of the investigation...
Okay, I'll bring you a torch. Just wait here.
Thank you very much.
You must be...
Thank you very much, Alice, but why were you covering up for me?
If I had to explain everything to her, I would have wasted a lot of time.
Thank you. I'll go to my room. I'm soaking wet.
Mr. Caswell,
I'll go check on my wife.
Greetings, ma'am. Welcome to the harbour.
what was that?
Just find our son. I'm begging.
Mrs. Caswell?
You'll find him, right?
It is the last...
Ethel!
Is it not?
Trust me, we should speak.
Who's there?
What are you doing here?
Oh, it is a terrible suffering indeed.
Who is it?
He's hanging from the rope. Here.
Where's my son?
Oh, how can he be driving so fast? I can't catch him in this piece of rubbish. I can barely see him. Oh, this isn't going to end well. These tires won't last much longer. Oh, why haven't I just had them changed? Oh, I'm so stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What was that? Oh my God, someone's lying there. He's hit someone. God, he's hit someone. Oh, that's a child. That's a child. It's... Oh, God. What was that? Out there. It's a shadow. Or an animal. Alice, pull yourself together. You can't let that guy get away. You have to catch him. He can't get away with this. How could I have let that happen? Alice, calm down. Breathe in. Breathe out. The locked room number 5. What was that? It's coming from inside. Should I enter, or listen behind the door for a while?
Miss Wells, you're finally here. We've been waiting for you, haven't we, Hugo?
Mm-hmm.
Please sit down.
Mrs. Caswell.
Please, after everything we've been through today, call me Adele.
Okay. What's going on here?
You still don't know? Well, I'm not really surprised after everything we've...
How did you get in here? How did you find Hugo?
Quite easily. I was the one who put him in here. Right, Hugo?
But why?
I wanted to see how you would act. What you would do. If you would help me find him.
Who are you, really?
Oh, you don't remember me? Oh, well, it's true, I was much younger back then. And I had a different surname. I am Adele Garland.
Garland. That accident. September 13th, 1975.
The night of September 13th, 1975. The night when police officer Alice Wells fled the scene of an accident and did not help a young, dying boy. Hugo Garland.
But I didn't do anything.
My brother.
So you're the one who's brought me here?
Yes.
Why? Why now? I haven't done anything to you. That child, I didn't...
My brother.
I didn't hit him. I did what I had to do. If I had tried to help him, the murderer would have got away.
Do you have the envelope I wanted from you?
What?
The evidence file. 111. Do you have it?
I don't know. I think...
No, of course you don't. You've left it in your room. It's been there all evening. Such a small package. Hasn't it? Have you looked inside?
No.
Well, open it. Please.
What's all this?
Photographs. Photographs from that evening. Photographs of my brother. I was 21 back then. It had been my birthday a few weeks before. My parents weren't at home that evening, so I had a few friends over and we were celebrating. We were drinking, and sometime during that evening I realized Hugo wasn't in the house. He was lost. I went to look for him. We used to live far away from the town, no other houses around. So I was walking along the road, and suddenly this really fast car passed me by. It really scared me, and then I heard the tires screeching, and another car stopped quite close to me, a police car. I didn't really see who was driving it, I just saw that it was a woman. The car was just standing there for a moment, and then it drove off. And I saw Hugo, lying in the road.
So that was you. Mrs. Caswell, you were the one I saw that night.
Yes, and then when the police came to start asking questions, I remembered the person that I'd seen sitting in that car. It was the police officer who was in the investigation team, Officer Alice Wells. And I understood that the investigation was useless. And then when I got married, and I had my Hugo, I was trying to find you, and I found out that you were Chief Inspector. I'm in one of these photos, actually. How do I look?
That wasn't my fault. I didn't hit him. I'm sorry for what happened to your brother. I am, but I wasn't able to help him.
Oh, that doesn't matter now, does it? Everything's going to be okay now. I was hoping that if you came here, and I was able to see you, I would understand who you were. Cold. Without emotions. Or that I was wrong about you. One can change in 10 years. But I've been watching you all night, and I see that I wasn't wrong. Even when I was desperate, because I couldn't find Hugo, and I needed somebody to understand, you slapped me. When I begged you to find Hugo, you didn't want to do it. You were too busy with your own... well, whatever you were busy with. When I got lost in the basement, you just went away. Who knows what else you've done? Things I don't even know about. I've been trying to make sense of you, maybe even understand you, but when I see how you behave, you don't care about others. You only act in your own best interest. Yesterday, I might have thought there was some good in you. But today... well... I hope that at least now, you'll do the right thing.
I could silence her. I could do it. But should I? I'm sorry. If I could go back, I would, please. Forgive me.
Forgive you. Forgive you. How can I forgive you? For the last 10 years, there hasn't been a day when I haven't wondered if you could have saved him. How can I forgive you? 10 years that my brother didn't get to live.
Well, what shall I do? What do you want?
I've always wanted to see you cry, to see you beg. I've wanted you dead, like my brother. But now, I just want you to go home. I want you to go to your police station, hand in your notice, and tell everyone about your negligence.
And then?
Then nothing. Nothing. That is enough. That is enough for me. Will you do it?
Should I admit to what I did? Okay. Fine. I'll do it.
Thank you, Miss Wells.
Mom, can we go home now?
Don't worry, Hugo. We'll find Daddy and we'll go. Mummy's taken care of everything. And what about you, Miss Wells? Will you go home now? Go to the police station.
I've left Harbour Watch Inn. I've left the island. And I'm going back home. But what am I going to do when I get there? How am I supposed to go back to work and act like nothing's happened? The evidence file number 111 lies next to me on the passenger seat.
Alice? Alice, are you there? Alice?
Evidence number 111. Starring Zoë Robins as Alice Wells, Rosamund Pike as Adele Keswill, Mike Bodie as Richard Keswill, Richard Reed as Reverend Timothy McCarthy, Kenny Blythe as Detective John Broderick, Abigail Rice as Receptionist Ethel Washington, Jamie Marshall as Chef Thomas Rogers, Atom Uniac as Hugo Keswill, Rebecca Reesness as Judy, Paul Coltofiano as newscaster, Michael Pitton as Police Officer Bowers, and James Beaumont as the guide. Story Sylvia Divecki and Vladimir Mareček. Written by Vladimir Mareček. Lead programmer, Michal Zátopek. Directed by Tomáš Oramus. Music, Aleš Ramon. Dialogue recordist, David Dikera. Dialogue editor, Petr Neubauer. Sound effect editor, Petr Hilčanský. Foley artist, Radovan Eckert. Lead sound designer, Tomáš Oramus. Optimization for the visually impaired, Michal Jelinek. Licensed songs, Only Physically by Saka. Goodbye to Me, Traveler by Places. Monsters Inc. by Outsiders. Illustrations, Michal Kocourek and Petr Drahoš. Marketing and promotion, Petr Poláček. PR by PR Outreach. Making of video by Aneška Kružíková. Teaser by Krutart Animation Studio. We would like to thank all our friends who supported us throughout the development. Created by Play by Ears in partnership with Sound Square Studio. Thank you for playing. Evidence number 11111. Swipe up.
Shall I report to Judy or play a joke on her?
Up the whole game.
Do I understand what Judy wants?
What I want from you.
Am I a child?
Unchanged.
Shall I repeat the orders to Judy or not answer at all? Or maybe I should ask what's going on. I will go, close the road down, and stop every car that shows up. But what the hell is going on?
The state police called. Apparently, somebody started shooting at them from a car. Before they were even able to figure out what was going on, the car had already sped off. The only thing they know is that the car is heading towards us.
What?
Alice?
Judy?
Be...
Hello?
You've...
Do you read me?
Are you...
Damn it, I can't... What was that? He was driving like a... That must have been him. I can't let him get away.
Now you know everything you need to uncover the mystery of only up to you.
I need to go after him. Then? Shall I call for backup or try to catch him alone? Judy.
Years later.
For a living.
Shall I tell him I'm a police officer? I'm a police officer.
Wow! So here you have it, dear listeners. You better behave or you'll have to deal with Alice. And now what would you like us to play for you?
It doesn't matter, just something comforting.
Oh, what's wrong? You're not...
Shall I pick it up? Keep on ringing. I'm not doing anything tonight.
You have reached Chief Inspector Alice Miss Wells, who is currently unavailable. Please leave a message after the tone.
Miss Wells, I know you are there. You are on duty tonight. Please pick up the phone. It is in your own interest.
What the... What's this nonsense? Shall I pick it up? Oh, please, keep talking. Someone like you calls every day.
Miss Wells, do you remember the night of September 13th, 1975? You were on duty back then as well. You were chasing a green sports car. Do you remember what happened?
Oh my god.
Do you remember a young 10-year-old boy you saw lying on the road?
Huh.
Do you remember how you hit the brakes when you saw him? And do you remember how you drove away shortly after that and left him there? Please, Miss Wells, think about your career. Pick up the phone.
How do they know about that? Nobody was there. Shall I pick it up? I'm not letting anyone blackmail me. Especially not a lunatic on the phone. Just carry on talking as you please. I'm not picking this up.
Considering what I know, your behavior does not surprise me at all. Yet it is disappointing. If you do not want to talk to me, just listen to me at least. I am sure you are aware of what would happen if anyone found out about that little boy.
Where has this person found out about this? No one was there that night.
Luckily for you, I am willing to keep quiet about your wrongdoing. All I need is one small thing. There is an evidence room at your police station, and you, as the chief inspector, have a key to this room.
What?
If you do not want me to call all the newspapers and radio stations in Britain, you will use the key to unlock that room and take something from there.
What's he talking about?
A small thing. A sealed brown envelope which is registered as evidence number 111. Without opening the envelope, you will bring it to the Harbour Watch Inn on Cork Island near Casco Bay tomorrow evening.
Oh my god.
Please write it down so that you will not forget. You will check into room number 5. You will receive further instructions there.
Number 5. You bastard.
I am deeply sorry that you do not wish to speak to me, but I believe you will take my advice. I am very much looking forward to our meeting. Until then, I will keep watching you closely.
That can't be possible. After so many years. Who could have seen me back then? I guess time for that later. Time for that later. Should I get the envelope or pack my stuff? Ah, my head is splitting. I have my gun in the drawer. I should probably take it with me. But this headache... I've got some pills here. They'll help, but I won't be able to think straight, so I shouldn't use my gun. Maybe I'd better take the pills and leave the gun here? Should I take the gun or the pills? Or shall I take both? Who knows what's going to happen? It'll probably be better to take both. We'll see which one will come in handy. What did that person say? A brown envelope, evidence number 111. I have no idea what could be in there. But who was able to find out what happened that night? After 10 years, I remember that little boy very well. He had blonde hair. It was... Suitcase. Should I check in? Or should I first take a look around? May I check in?
I'll be with you in a second, darling. Just let me finish writing this. So, where do we have it? Aha, here. Please write your name here,
your occupation here, the length of stay. Which room have you booked with us?
Number 5.
But, you know, Mr. Broderick, are you going to sleep?
It's about time, Mrs. Washington. I'm an old man, you know. Oh, excuse me, miss. We haven't met, have we?
Good evening.
I am Detective Broderick, Glasgow Police Department. And you, according to this book, are a... Oh, well, Chief Inspector Alice Wells.
Yes. Pleased to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine, colleague. Shame it's so late, but tomorrow morning we definitely need to have a little chat. Have a good night.
Sweetheart, I'm so sorry about that, but we've got a slight inconvenience here.
What kind of inconvenience?
It's about your room. It's currently unavailable.
Unavailable?
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Is someone else staying there?
Well, yes. And no.
Excuse me, but what does that mean? Yes and no?
Ma'am, you know, Reverend McCarthy arrived unexpectedly this morning, all the way from the United States.
Well, so?
There's no easy way to say this, but, the Reverend has arrived because of your room.
What?
Reverend McCarthy is... He's one of the biggest experts on the supernatural in the whole country. Right now, he's investigating your room. I've given him the keys. Nobody else is allowed in the room. In fact, nobody else can. The spare key's gone missing.
Miss Washington, if you're trying to scare me with spooky stories,
You have nothing to worry about. Everything is perfectly fine. It's just... nothing. Never mind. We will get a different room ready for you, dear.
A different room? But the person on the phone specifically said room number... Miss Washington.
Call me Ethel, darling.
I want you to know that I don't like this. If you believe in ghosts, well, that's your business.
I am so incredibly sorry.
But I won't be arguing because of a room number.
Thank you very much. If there's anything we can do for you...
Hmm?
What did we tell you about that running?
Please be careful, darling. That's what we were going to say. Well, didn't you tell me to let him play?
Well, sure, but...
Well, then next time be so kind and don't question how I bring on my child. Hugo, come now. Hugo, come here, darling. Let's go to the room.
Pardon the noise. The Keswills are full of energy. You know, a young family.
Do they argue a lot?
Sometimes. But don't worry, your new room will be perfectly quiet. You will be one floor above them.
What do you think of them?
Mr. Keswill is a bit grumpy, but he's a famous writer.
And what about his wife?
Supposedly, she's a lady of leisure. You know, she inherited a lot of money from her parents. So...
Is this where I'm supposed to sleep? Do they even dust in here? If this hotel... Maybe I'll have a shower and take my pills. Where do they keep the towels here? Nothing. Maybe they're in the big closet. It looks so creepy. To put my coat. Maybe I could pry open the closet. The lock looks easy enough. Should I do it? I'll leave it be. I'd better have a shower. Such a strange place for a meeting. Weird people, the storm, ghosts. If this person thinks they're gonna scare me, I shouldn't have stolen their evidence. If anyone finds out. What was that? Anyone there? Hello? Must have just been the wind. Or the squeaky floor. Old houses make a lot of creepy noises anyway. Even without the ghost stories. Should I check it out? Or take the pills? Maybe I'm just being paranoid. Wooden floors can squeak when the temperature changes. I just need my head to stop hurting. That should do it. Now I just need to wait a bit, and then I can carry on protecting and serving. What the hell? Should I check what's going on, or ignore it? All right, all right. Crime never sleeps, not even at Harbour Watch Inn. And if crime doesn't sleep, then neither do I. Oh. What happened? What's all the fuss about? Should I go downstairs or stay here and listen? How does she know I'm a police officer? Should I ask her? Don't worry, Mrs. Caswell. I'm sure your son is okay.
I just wish I could believe you.
But you'll find him, right?
Me?
Oh, please, you have to find him. You have to help us.
But
But what?
if I go after the boy, I'd risk exposing myself. But what if something's really happened to him? Of course I'll help you.
Thank you.
Ethel, is it possible that the boy got out somehow?
That's impossible. I've been at reception the whole evening. He didn't pass through there.
In that case, he must still be at the hotel.
Unfortunately, I think you're right.
Unfortunately.
Miss Wells, do you remember why we had to check you into a different room?
What do you mean?
I mean, Hugo is probably hiding somewhere.
Please don't start with your ghost stories.
Oh, just please, why is everybody just standing there?
I need to calm Mrs. Caswell down.
Hugo! Hugo! Hugo, don't
Mrs. Mrs. Caswell.
Where are you? Where are you? Where
Come
are
on.
you? I have to go.
Where?
I don't know. I just have to go. I have to do something. I have to find him.
I'll go with you.
Calm down. Please. I know you're worried, but everything is going to be okay. I need you to stay calm.
All right, then. All right.
Please, go back to your room. The same applies to you, Reverend.
As you wish.
Ethel, please lock the entrance to the hotel and inform the staff.
Right away, love.
Hugo will probably show up eventually and will come looking for you in your room. So don't leave the room under any circumstances.
But...
Is that clear?
Yes.
I'll personally check all the rooms and other areas in the hotel.
Thank you.
That's okay. It's my job, after all. Okay, find out about. Should I knock on the door, or just listen for a while?
Come in.
I'm sorry to disturb you, but...
Can't you leave us alone now?
Have you found him? Do you know anything?
I'm sorry, not yet. I need to ask you a few questions if you don't mind.
Yes, of course. Whatever you need.
Adele, but...
Oh, Richard. Please, go on.
When and where was the last time you saw your son?
How original.
Richard, stop it. About an hour ago, maybe 1.5. He was sitting on the bed here, reading, and I went to have a shower, and I couldn't have been gone long, maybe 10, 15 minutes. But when I came out of the bathroom, he was gone.
And where were you at that time, Mr. Caswell?
Down in the lobby.
Sitting at the bar.
Is it...
Important.
Should I keep questioning the father or the mother? I'm sorry, Mr. Caswell, but every detail is crucial.
Christ, the boy likes fairy tales.
Just like any other kid of his age. How will that help?
Stop it!
It's all anything else.
I've had enough. Should I intervene or leave?
Well, excuse me, but he's my child.
But you won't leave him alone for even a second.
Well, I leave him alone this one time, and now look what's happened.
Enough! With all due respect, I don't have time for this, and I'm not in the mood to listen to your arguments. I want to help you, but I can only do so if you cooperate.
But if you weren't stuffing him with candy all the time, he wouldn't be running around here alone.
You'd rather not feed him at all.
You're overreacting again.
I'm not in the mood
you're
for this.
scolding him every time I give him something.
Give! You're stuffing him like a turkey. Stop it already, please.
Peswells. But where to now? Room number 2 or 3? Should I go to room number 2 or 3? I'll do it in order. Door number 2.
It wasn't me.
That voice. That must be Detective Broderick, or whatever his name was.
Don't take photos of me.
What's that sound? Is he sleep-talking?
Go away.
I wonder what he's dreaming about. Should I knock, or let him sleep? I'd rather check on the Reverend. The detective probably wouldn't be hiding a missing child in his room. There's rosary beads hanging on the doorknob. That makes sense. He's right below room number 5, which is supposed... Should I knock, or listen to him for a while? Let's find out who this Reverend really is.
Oh, good evening. Packing.
Is he going somewhere? Should I ask him? That's okay. Carry on packing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I apologize, I do not have enough time to give you my full attention. But, you have not come in here for a drink and a few kind words, have you?
No. Listen, do you really think it's haunted here?
Well,
I've not yet heard about a boogeyman kidnapping a child.
Alice, dear, I may not be that old, but I have seen enough in my lifetime. Things that you would not believe, even if I were trying to persuade you for hours. But for this, there will undoubtedly be an entirely secular explanation. A curious boy has set off to explore the hotel. He...
Okay, that's it on this floor. Time to move upstairs. Where should I go? To the locked room number 5, or to the other room? Room number 4. Strange. The number on the door is all scraped. As if someone was trying to erase it. But why? Should I knock, or should I listen behind the door for a while? I don't want to just walk in on someone sleeping. Is there really nothing going on in there? Nothing at all. I'm guessing there's really no one in there. Unless a child is hiding inside. I should have a look, just to be sure. I'm certain no one would mind me looking in there. This is an emergency, right? Should I have a look inside, or go to the other room? The child is more important than my reputation, absolutely. I have to give it a try. Anyone here? Hugo! You don't have to be scared of me. A modestly furnished room. It's still much better than mine. At least it's clean in here. There's a closet and a nightstand with photographs. Oh, a bookshelf on the other side. But I can't see Hugo anywhere in here. I'd better check the bookshelf. If Hugo really is such a bookworm, maybe he borrowed something from there. Cookbooks. Classics. Nothing special, really. The person in this room is probably not a big reader. Not really helpful. What was that? It wouldn't be any good if they caught me here going through someone else's stuff. I should get out of here quickly. Should I check the closet, the nightstand, or leave? I'd better check the closet. The smell of mothballs. I don't understand why people don't like it. Okay, so 2 older suits, 3 pairs of shoes, and a chef's jacket, and another, and another. So, Mr. Rogers, the local chef, lives here. I hope it's not him coming in here. I'd better go. Hugo's not hiding in here anyway. Or is he? Teddy bears on clouds. It's a children's blanket. Strange. All right, I should get out of here now.
Miss West, what are you doing here? Where are you going?
I'm searching the rooms one by one.
I see.
Are you really drinking now?
And why not?
A child's gone missing here.
Oh.
About the boy. Should I follow him to the kitchen or go to my room? What an idiot. Whatever. I should search my room for Hugo as well. So, here's my room. The only room without a number and all the way at the end of the hallway. Hugo? Are you in here? No. No, of course you're not. I knew it. Everything's just as I left it. Oh. The envelope with evidence file number 111. I shouldn't just leave it lying around like this. I'd better take it with me. To all patrols, this is Constable Wells. I'm chasing a suspect driving into town on A31. A child. Was it worth driving away back then? Oh. I should have stopped. I should have helped that boy. I shouldn't have let anyone blackmail me. Oh, God. Ah. Okay. That's enough. That's enough. I should go see Broderick in the kitchen. Who knows what that idiot is doing?
You'll either let me in, or I'll have you arrested for obstruction of justice.
What are you talking about? Mind your tone there as well, Sherlock.
You know exactly why I'm here.
Leave me alone, you tosser!
Then let me into the kitchen.
It's not allowed. There are regulations for that. Or do those things not apply to you?
This is an emergency, so step aside. It's up to you.
We could just stay here, but what if Broderick is right?
Let's go, shall we?
Calm down, Broderick.
But
I said, calm down.
Well, okay.
Mr. Rogers, we're searching for a missing child.
What child?
Well, the Kesswell's son has gone missing.
Oh, God. When?
You really don't know?
No what?
Don't lie.
Look, I'm not lying. I've been here all day, slaving in this kitchen. Nobody told me nothing. Mum, please, seriously, don't you?
Should I believe him or not? Don't worry, Mr. Rogers. We just need to search the entire hotel, including the...
He's gonna be fine.
Should I comfort him? I wouldn't worry. I'm sure nothing's happened to him.
Righto then. Come in. Otherwise it's to order.
And what's that noise?
Central, have a look.
Should I check the storage room or the walk-in freezer? Open the storage room.
Righto.
Stop it. Who should I send away? The chef or the detective? Mr. Rogers, please leave.
But I'm responsible for all this. I can't just leave you here.
Haven't you heard?
Look, there are regulations against that, you know? It's about sanitation. Something happens.
Please leave.
Fine. Whatever. If anyone has food poisoning here, it'll be on you.
Broderick, find out how to turn the ventilation off. I'll have a look in the freezer.
Yes, right away. So, is there anything out there?
Nothing at all. Just frozen meat. And it's really cold.
Damn it. But the chef certainly knows something. I can feel it. He has to know something.
What was that all about?
Maybe I was being a bit harsh, but you don't know the job as I do. He's got to be hiding something.
You're drunk. I can smell it all the way over here.
Oh, come on. What's one drink? I'm on vacation.
Please just calm down a little.
I'm okay.
Go to your room and lie down for a few, Detective.
No. Now, there's no way. Let's keep going. The cellar. We haven't checked the cellar yet. We need to have a look down there.
I can do that myself.
No, I'll go with you.
The only place you'll go is to bed. You'll feel better in the morning.
You can't do this to me. This is my investigation, my big chance.
Don't make it worse than it already is.
I need to find that freaking child. Do you understand me? I have to find him.
I'll find him. Don't worry.
That won't help me. It has to be me. I finally have to prove that I can handle it, that I can do it.
What are you talking about? What's going on?
Nobody's ever given me a chance. Every time I found a lead, they took me off a case. Everyone has always stolen my shine, but not anymore. Not today.
I don't follow.
Do you have any idea what it feels like when everyone at the station is pointing fingers at you? When they're laughing at you and won't let you do anything? But I haven't done anything wrong.
Broderick?
Huh? They're sending me off on vacation, but I know what it is. I've got intuition. They're firing me. Once I come back to Glasgow, they'll tell me I'm fired. Do you have any idea how it feels? I've made just one mistake, one stinking mistake. But that guy just looked so polite. So I let him go. Why should I spend my whole life suffering for that?
Go to your room. Just lie down, get some rest. You're tired.
You're just like the others. You think that you're better than me. But one day, you'll make a mistake too. You'll make a wrong decision, and it will be over.
Broderick! Broderick! God. Great. That's exactly what I needed. All I wanted was to hand over the evidence and get out of here. I wish I could just go to my room, pack my bags, and get away from this place and all of these people. But that's not possible anymore. I can't leave the boy is found. Should I have another look around here? I should go to the reception and ask about the cellar. Should I take her with me? I suppose I can't convince you to stay in your room. Should I go back to get a torch, or look for Mrs. Caswell? Oh, screw it! Mrs. Caswell! I'm coming to you! Wait! Hello? Hello? What's going on here? This doesn't make any sense. This can't be real. I shouldn't have taken the pills. Mrs. Caswell, where are you? I'm coming! My hand. Oh, it's bleeding. Oh, Mrs. Caswell!
I'm here!
What's going on? Can you please try to open the door?
I can't.
Damn it. Just wait. I'll get someone. Don't go anywhere. What's going on? Mrs. Caswell, what's in there? Mrs. Caswell!
Open the door!
Hold on! Damn it. I have to open this door somehow.
Please, open the door!
Oh, my head. This door's just stuck. Someone must have locked it. I could try to shoot the lock. But what if I hurt Miss Caswell? Should I try open the lock, or should I shoot it? I can't risk hurting her. I'll try deal with the lock. Damn it! Come on. Come on. Finally. Come to the hotel. Hand over the evidence. Save the child. Save yourself. There are just some things you can't control. Are you okay? What happened?
Somebody...
What's that in your hand?
It was hanging from the rope here.
Was that Hugo's?
It's his favorite toy. He's always running around the house with it and...
Mrs. Caswell, we should go.
Where is he?
I guess I should try to comfort her, but do I have the time for that? Don't worry. It's going to be okay. We'll find him, but now we have to move on.
Where to?
There's only one place I haven't been yet. That room upstairs that's locked.
I see.
Let's go.
Just wait.
I need to get into that locked room upstairs. The Reverend has the keys. What else can I do?
It's raining cats and dogs outside.
And leaves from. Should I go to the pier or further? Damn it. Oh, God. Where am I? It's so high. I didn't even know there was such a big hill here. I can see the hotel down there. It's funny how ordinary and cozy it looks from up here. It was so warm in the lobby by the fireplace. Reverend! It's as if there was no one else on this whole island. Should I keep looking around here? Nothing. Just this tall grass. Wait, there's a bump here. There must be something here. Ow! Oh, my hand. Oh, it's bleeding again. Are those bricks? Foundations of a house? But who built it? And who tore it down? This is getting weirder and weirder. It doesn't matter now. I've been here for too long. I need to move on. That's a church. Well, at least it used to be. It looks a little run down. That voice. It's the Reverend saying. Should I go inside, or wait to see what happens? Mr. McCarthy!
Oh, it's... hey, what are you doing here?
I'm wondering that... Now what? Should I stand up for Mr. Caswell, or the Reverend?
Alice! Alice, please!
It would help you if you started to talk.
You heard her!
Don't make it harder on yourself than it already is.
How can you... let me...
Tell us the truth. The end justifies the means.
Let me go. I'll talk. I will tell you everything. Just stop. I will never forget that, Alice.
You better start talking.
But I...
Who are you? What are you even doing here?
Okay, then. I'm not.
Dear.
Should I tell her the truth? I have to tell you something.
Can it wait? I'll go and get a torch first.
No, it can't.
Okay then. Go on, darling. What happened?
Reverend McCarthy.
Yes?
Was an imposter.
What?
He's not a priest. He's not an exorcist. He's made it all up so people pay him to get rid of ghosts.
No. No.
Yes, I'm afraid so, Ethel.
No, that can't be true.
You're not the only one who fell for it.
No! Reverend McCarthy, but he's famous around the world. I don't believe you.
That's okay. Just calm down.
For Christ's sake, woman.
This is no time for jokes, Miss Wells.
I was there when he confessed. It's all true.
You're lying.
Why would we do that?
I don't know. You tell me.
Ethel.
Well, do you have any proof?
Proof? Proof of what?
Why should I believe you?
I am a police officer.
That doesn't prove anything.
Damn it, woman.
Ethel, please be reasonable.
But he couldn't. He wouldn't.
I'm afraid he could. And he did.
Okay. I'll bring you a torch.
Ethel. I'm so sorry.
Just wait here, dear. He was such a nice man.
Ethel, please take Mr. Caswell with you and then take him to his room.
What?
And could you please give him something to eat? He needs it.
What are you doing?
Your hangover will thank me.
As you wish, darling.
Thank you very much.
Please, if you find out anything.
Of course. What was that?
Just find our son. I'm begging.
Mrs. Caswell?
You'll find him, right?
It is the last of
Ethel!
Trust me. We should speak.
Who's there?
What are you doing here?
Oh, it is a terrible suffering indeed.
Who is it?
He was hanging from the rope. Here.
Where's my son?
Judy? Judy, hello! I'm from inside. Should I enter? Or listen behind the door for a while? What?
Miss Wells, we've been waiting for you. Haven't we, Hugo? Please, sit down.
Mrs. Caswell, what's going on here?
You still don't know?
How did you get in here? How did you find Hugo?
Quite easily. I was the one who put him here.
You did? Why?
I wanted to see how you would act. I wanted to see what you would do. If you would help me find him.
Who are you, really?
Now, you probably don't remember me, but I was much younger back then. I had a different last name. I am Adele Garland.
Garland? That accident. September 13th, 1975.
The night of September 13th, 1975. The night when police officer Alice Wells fled the scene of an accident and did not help a young, dying boy. Hugo Garland.
No, but
My brother.
So you're the one who's brought me?
Yes. Yes.
Why? Why now? It was a mistake.
Do you have the envelope I asked you to bring?
What?
The envelope, the evidence. The evidence file. Evidence file 111. Do you have it?
I do. Here it is.
Such a small package, isn't it? Have you looked inside?
No.
Open it. Please.
What's this?
Well, it's everything from that night. Photographs. Photographs of my brother. I was 21 back then. It was my birthday a few weeks before. And my parents were away that night. And I'd had a few friends over. We were drinking, And suddenly I realized that Hugo wasn't in the house. And I went out to look for him. We used to live quite far from the town. There were no other houses around, so I was walking along the road when suddenly this fast car passed me by. It really scared me, and I heard tires screeching, and then I saw another car which stopped quite close by, a police car. I didn't really see who was driving it, but I saw it was a woman. And the car was just standing there for a moment, and then it drove off, and then I saw Hugo lying in the road.
So that was you, Mrs. Caswell. You were the one I saw that night.
Yes, and when afterwards the police came to investigate the accident and started asking questions, I remembered the person that I'd seen sitting in that car. It was the police officer in the investigation team. Officer Alice Wells. And I understood that the investigation was useless. So, when I got married later and I had Hugo, this Hugo, I tried to find you, and I discovered that you had been made Chief Inspector. I think I'm in one of these photos. Do I look different?
Here. Here are the photos.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. So, what's going to happen next?
I don't know. I don't know. I was hoping that if you came here and I saw you, that everything would be clear. But I wasn't counting on you actually being a good person. I've been watching you all night. I've been trying to make sense of you. I've been trying to make sense of how a person who could just so callously drive away could be so kind and generous. When I was desperate about Hugo being lost and I needed someone to understand me, you were there. When I begged you to find Hugo, you didn't even hesitate. And then when I got lost in the basement, you came looking for me in the dark, and you didn't leave me. You've helped a lot of people. You've tried to do your best for everyone, especially for me, even when it meant jeopardizing yourself.
Should I ask for her forgiveness? Do I deserve it? Please. I'm sorry. If I could go back, I I would. Forgive me.
Forgive you? Oh, don't cry. Please. I've never thought that I would be able to forgive you. How could I? For the last 10 years of my life, I've thought constantly about how things could have been different. If you had stayed, could you have saved him?
What shall I do? What do you want from me?
I've always wanted to see you cry. To see you beg. I've wanted you dead. Like my brother. No. I don't want that anymore. I'm scared. I'm scared that I was wrong about you. I'm scared that you're the good person. And I'm just go and get out of here. Leave. Go back home. Go back to your police station. I don't want to see you again. Fine. I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Just go. Go away. Get out of my life.
Mrs. Caswell.
Go away. Just leave. Now. Go.
I'm so sorry. I've left Harbour Watch Inn. I've left the island. I'm going back home. The evidence file number 111 has disappeared from the archive for good. No one's ever gonna find it. No one's gonna find out what happened that night 10 years ago. I don't know whether I made a good decision back then, but I can live with it now.
Alice? Alice, are you there?
This is Alice. I'm listening.
Someone has reported a potential dead body near the Farnham water treatment plant. Can you check it out?
Okay, I'm on it.